RWK, what's up, man? How you doing? That thumbnail. Just gonna share this out real quick. Let's get some people in here. Let's talk about it. What I want to do is, you got this over here. I shared that over here. Let's go here. Eli, what's up? I'm in Dallas picking up the trees I bought. Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, we're going to talk about this Xbox shit because I got some time. Oh, man. Well, we're going to talk about Xbox. I don't know what to really say, but it seems like everything we've been saying about that June showcase is legit. We kind of figured that out. That apparently Game Pass is going to go up in price before the June showcase. So I don't know, man. Get ready for that. I don't know what's up. What can we play on here? What is on here? There's nothing. Absolutely nothing to play on here. Well, Stevie Mac, what's up, brother? How you doing? Well, folks us. He folks us really good. He sure did. He folked everybody. Well, guess what? GameStop is now giving $420 trading credit for the Series X. So if you want to unload that thing, I mean, it's a catch-22. You unload it, you'll never be able to buy it again. But if you really don't want it anymore and you're sick of it, you can unload it and get pretty much all your money back. I'm sorry, not 420. They're giving $412.50 trading credit for the Series X at GameStop. And if you have a Series S, $247.50. So the Series S, I mean, a lot of us bought it for $150. Some people bought it for $249. You basically rented it for $2 and change, or less than $2. Well, less than $3, I should say. And the Xbox, you rented it for what? $90? $87 for 5 years? That's not bad. 800 kid, what's up? The mini fridge? You know, I have two of those sealed downstairs. The original ones, not the smaller ones, the big ones. That's the problem. They don't switch up Game Pass list. It's been the same crap on there for years, other than a few new games they put on it. Yeah, I know, and they're going to raise the price. They're going to raise it to $25, $30 at some point. And I'm hearing it's happening within a couple of weeks. Because they want to use the June showcase to smooth things over. But it's like, how are you going to smooth things over when you're putting all your games on PlayStation? That's what I'm saying. The geniuses at Microsoft, man, they really don't know what the frig they're doing. This company has no clue on how to run games. And you know what? I was a huge Xbox guy. But I'll tell you what, this company doesn't know shit about games. They really shouldn't be in gaming because they have no idea what they're doing. Venge, what's up, man? Oh, 800 kid. It's funny. My buddy who collects stuff, his job closed down and he got 2 boxes of sealed 2080 Ti graphics cards. And he got some 3070 cards sealed. So he's going to try to bring those to the shop today. Because I was like, yeah, I'll take some cards. He's not going to use them. I have a 2060 at work in one of the computers. I'm going to update that. Sealed 2080 Ti's. He's got like 24 of them. Milkman, what's up? That's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. Microsoft is tone deaf, says Venge. Of course they are. Milkman, we acknowledge you, buddy. Game Pass will be $40 soon, says RWK. It's still the best value in gaming, even if it's $300 a week. Dude, fuck this shit. You know, Doom, you know, I have a pre-order for PS5 because of the trades. I had to put the money down on something. I might just keep that pre-order and just fucking play it on PS5. I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, I really would have just played it on PC. I'd rather play it on PC because I could use cheat codes, but I don't know. Something makes me want to just play these Xbox games on PS5. Just as a big fuck you to them. Even though it's not really a fuck you because I'm giving them money, but this game is supposed to be good. It comes out May 8th. Okay. Well, why would I play it on Game Pass and Xbox if it runs like shit or it looks the worst? You know what I mean? That's the whole point here. I could play it on the PS5 Pro or PC and it'll look a lot better. If Game Pass goes to $40 or more, it's over. Well, it's going to go up another $5, $10 from what I'm hearing in a couple of weeks. So get ready for that. And by the way, I don't even think you could buy the cards anymore on CD keys. I think they like axed all that. I'll check right now. Xbox Game Pass cards. Here we go. Yeah, they killed it. You can only buy 1 month cards and Game Pass Core for 3 months. You can't buy Ultimate anymore on CD keys. It's over. So that's it, man. Once this Game Pass runs out, it runs out this year, I believe. Once it runs out, I'm done, man. I'm not going back. I don't even use it. You know, I have it. I've had Game Pass for years. I barely fucking use it. Man, Cotton 100% is only $2.99. That's a great deal. This game is awesome. Old Sega Saturn game right here. Agreed is going to be their downfall. I'm done also. Yeah, man, like this is it. This is the exodus. I'm really considering getting rid of some of my Series X's because I mean, here's the thing. It's hard because I have my whole library is on Xbox for the most part. I mean, I have a huge library on Steam. And that's obviously not going to go anywhere, but you know, I invested a lot in fucking Xbox for what? Because they kept lying to everybody. Oh yeah, we're going to support everything. Well, the world's most powerful console, and they lied. They lied because they couldn't figure out how to run a business, and they kept pivoting, and they keep changing their fucking mind like they change their underwear. And it drove everybody nuts. Now they just don't care. They're like, oh, you know what? Whatever. Fuck you. You want to buy an Xbox? You got to pay, 600 bucks, 720, whatever it is. Again, I think the 2 terabyte was discontinued. So I think that's a little far fetched for people to say it's, over 700, but it's over, man. The party's over. And it sucks because I like the Xbox controller. I like all this shit. And I'm sure they're just going to make an Xbox controller for PS5. And I guarantee you maybe they'll show that at the showcase. I think that's what Sybil really was. I think Sybil is an Xbox controller for PS5 because it has haptic feedback. The fucking Xbox games sure don't have haptic feedback. So what did they make that controller for? I guarantee you they made it for PlayStation. So we will find out in due time. I mean, if they did, that's great because I'll just buy that for PlayStation. But this sucks, man. It really does. I'll play old games and buy the new ones in a year. With console gaming, with console gaming up, do you see more expensive build PC? Yeah, man. The PC I was going to build was going to be over $1,500. A few years ago, building a PC, you could build a really good computer for like $1,100. But the cards have gone up. The motherboards have gone up. You know what I mean? The processors have gone up. SSDs have gone up. Hard drives have gone up. I bought a fucking, what was it? Like, was it a 14 terabyte hard drive a couple of years ago? I was buying them for like $170. A 14 terabyte hard drive now is almost $400. I'm glad I got them when I did because I needed them for my home theater, but god damn, it's like almost quadruple the price. So yeah, this stuff has gone up. You could get good deals. I mean, you could buy those shitty bundles, but your computer won't last you too long if you do that. But yeah, I mean, it's just gaming in general is just going to be expensive. There's not going to be a crash. All these fucking guys keep saying, there's going to be a crash because they keep firing developers. No, there's not going to be a crash. They make too much money. Tell that to Rockstar. There's going to be a crash. Fucking GTA 5 is still printing millions of dollars every month. Monthly. Millions of dollars monthly for one game. The industry is not going to crash. However, the industry, they're laying off a lot of developers. There's going to be less games, and it's going to fit with the $100 price tag or $80 price tag, whatever they end up all doing. Because you're going to have fewer games to choose from, and they're going to be $100 or $80, whatever it is. That's what's really going to happen. It's going to consolidate down and downsize. So I think that's really what's going to go down. And again, people are going to gravitate towards retro gaming. So if anything, it kind of does my business really good. Oh, this looks like Magical Chase over here. It'll be good for me. Like my business will go up a little bit, but because people are going to go back to retro where they don't have to worry about any of this shit. And, retro gaming is expensive. Don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of retro games that are not that expensive. People will buy the console, the old machines to play the old games because they're simple. You get in and you get out. And I think that's what's really going to happen here. Or people will go back to the 360, PS3, PS4, shit like that. It's not a big deal for people. They all claim they have, quote, backlogs, which I think is bullshit, but they're just going to play that stuff, man. And the newer stuff, that game's going to have to be really good for people to go out and spend money on it. Game Pass is probably going to go up Yes, Weston, what's up, man? I'm hearing Game Pass is going up in the next couple of weeks. And they want to use the June showcase to like smooth it over. Oh, what up? But you have all these great games coming. I don't know how it's going to smooth it over when you're going to put all your games on fucking PlayStation in June. So I don't know. I don't know how this is. This company doesn't really know what they're doing. They're tone deaf and they have no fucking clue what they're doing. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. If I knew this years ago, I wouldn't have invested my fucking time in Xbox. I really would not have. But I believed in them and I thought what they were doing was pretty cool at the time. Because it was. What they were doing was great. But what they've turned into and what this has all happened, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. And again, I'm not part of this Xbox clique where, you know, they fucking send me codes and shit like that. I'm a guy that buys this stuff, okay? I pay money for this shit. All right? So I'm not going to come on here and fucking be like, ooh, we got to see the positives in this. No, I'm a customer and I'm getting fucked. So that's real life, buddy. That's not just the internet. Do you think they will squeeze out the indie developers? No, they will not squeeze them out. However, you know, indie developers too, they got to put up or shut up because you got to stop making 50 million Kirby clones on the fucking stores and start making actual games because indie developers, eventually they're going to burn out. Because all I see, you go on this store right here, you go on the PlayStation store, you go on the Nintendo store, there's like 50 fucking Kirby clones. It's like, guys, we understand you grew up with Kirby. Like, could you make a different fucking game? Are you guys like creative? So they really need to get off their asses and be creative, these indie developers. Because you know what? A lot of these indie games are dog shit. We all know it. Some people don't want to say it, but we all know it. They're all just rip-offs of each other, and it's getting annoying. It really is. $240 for Game Pass a year already. Yeah, it'll be like $300. They don't care. $250? $245 a year? No, it can't be $245 a year. Dude, they'll do $300 a year. They don't care. If they raise it $25, what is it? We got 25 times 12. $300. So yeah, if they raise that shit another $5, you're paying $300 a year. That's more than the PlayStation Network. You do realize that, right? What is this company thinking? Their console is now the most expensive console when it's not the world's most powerful console anymore. And now, if they raise Game Pass another $5, that's $300 a year. When the Sony thing, I think, is only like $2 something. It's like, guys, what are you doing? What are you fucking doing? This company really has no clue what they're doing. They think they do, but they really don't. And that's the scary part. These are people with money that can't figure out how to fucking sell shit to people. Very tone deaf and inept of Microsoft. PlayStation Premium. Yeah, but how much is Premium Plus? Or whatever it's called. What's the highest tier? Yeah, Venge, but I think that 2 terabyte Xbox was discontinued. I don't even think that's for sale anymore. I think they just had to put that price out there in case there's any stragglers out there, but and by the way, this has nothing to do with tariffs because they were planning this for a while, from what I heard. And also, digital games, there's no tariffs on digital games. And also, they raised the prices worldwide, not just the United States. So they took this whole tariff thing and they were like, you know what? We could just sneak this in there. Nobody will notice. No, everybody realized that this was bullshit. And they figured it out. So, you know, I'm not a huge fan of Sony's like whole thing with the way that they run their digital store. That's why I didn't really purchase a lot of games digitally through Sony. But, you know, you go back and you're thinking, okay, well, maybe I should have. Premium is the highest tier. Okay. So PlayStation Premium is 160 and Game Pass is about to be 300. So I'm sure Sony will raise it a little bit to get that to 200 a year. And they're still cheaper. Even if Sony raises the price, they're still cheaper than Microsoft. What has happened? Watching post-trauma made me feel like algebra class. Oh, man. I get your PlayStation Premium for $90. They're selling February. They just renewed me for like 170 or whatever it was for the year or whatever the fuck it was. 160, Weston says. They just renewed me for. And by the way, I turned that shit off 2 years ago and they still keep billing me every year. That's why I don't like them. That's why I didn't invest my digital library in the PlayStation. I definitely have a huge library on Steam. Like that's Steam and Xbox are like neck and neck with all the games I have, but you know, I don't want to invest digitally in Sony. Are you fucking crazy? I have a bunch of digital games on there now, but not as many as Xbox. Well, Milfman, Sony does this shit where they basically, people will have their credit card number stolen and they'll buy, you know, the people who steal the credit card buy a bunch of games on their Sony account. And then when people get their account back, they get access to their account. They tell Sony, hey, I didn't buy these games. I'd like to be refunded. Sony's like, we're not going to refund you because these games were purchased on your account. Even though Sony could see that you didn't make the purchase because they could track IPs and shit. They basically tell you, yeah, we're not going to refund you because digital games are non-refundable. And if you do a chargeback with your bank, we're going to ban your entire account, which you lose access to all your games and shit. So that's why I didn't invest my library in the PlayStation, because that's actually happened to people multiple times. That's why the digital games I bought on PlayStation were their games. Because if something ever happened, no big deal. I just repurchase their games. I don't repurchase my whole fucking library. You see what I'm saying? There's tons of shovelware on PlayStation. Yes, that's true. And Switch, by the way. Maybe they have some sort of back deal door with Sony, raises the prices higher than Sony, so people purchase PlayStation. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, 800 kid, and I've said this a million times. Microsoft doesn't want to do the hardware. They don't want to be in hardware. They don't want to. They lost their ass the last X amount of years on hardware. I don't think they've ever made money on hardware. They don't want to be in that. They don't want to keep losing money in hardware. They would rather sell you the software, sell you the services, and make money that way. We've known that for a while. And what happened was they're putting their games on PlayStation. They're selling. People are buying their game. Indiana Jones outsold Xbox and Steam sales on PlayStation in the first week. So that should tell you something. So they're probably like, oh shit, we're actually making money on our games now. So we're going to keep doing this. And you're going to get Gears of War and Halo announced in June for PlayStation. And that's going to go crazy. People are going to go out and buy all those games. And it's the perfect year because Sony really has nothing. They have Ghosts of Yotai and they have Death Stranding 2 coming out. The rest of the year is empty, especially now that GTA is out. GTA got delayed, and that's a Sony sponsored game. Like, they got the marketing rights for that game. So Sony is going to need a lot more shit, and I'm sure Xbox has plenty of games to put on there. But it's over. I don't think people understand that it's over, buddy. And by the way, once they see that, these games are actually selling on PlayStation, who's to say they don't turn around one day and be like, you know what? Let's get rid of Game Pass. Let's make people pay for it on the Xbox. They own an Xbox, they're going to have to buy it. Because remember, Game Pass was created to sell consoles because they couldn't compete with the PlayStation. So Microsoft said, fuck it, we're going to make the Netflix of gaming. We're going to give them the games day one, and they have to go out and buy the console. Guess what? Nobody went out and bought the fucking console. So they had to pivot, and they made it like, it's a subscription service. And then they did the whole play anywhere bullshit. Play on your PC, whatever. That didn't work. So they said, okay, everything's on Xbox. You could do the Fire Stick. You could do your phone. You could do your tablet. You could do this. You could do that. Anything to get people to sub, and it wasn't working. They just can't get it done. They're paying these guys millions of dollars to not be able to do this correctly. I think they've made more money off controllers than fucking hardware and games, like consoles and games. Let's be honest here. And that's fine. They make really good controllers. I love the controller. Don't get me wrong. I have all of those fucking controllers they released. But you got to face the facts, man. Like, they just suck at running the company. Twitter's going to have a field day on June 8th. We will be live streaming that show, by the way. So that's the day. That's the weekend that Mario Kart. By the way, 800 Kid, I told Fred, if you want to come play Mario Kart on Switch 2, that weekend we'll be there. You can stop by and check out the game if you want. That will be the end. That's the final nail in the coffin for Xbox. I mean, it's already dead. Like, we know it's done. But I mean, that's going to be the end. 100% the end. But yeah, what happens when they want to get rid of Game Pass? Well, is there going to be a mass exodus of people switching to PlayStation? Or are these guys going to keep hanging on? It's over, man. The platform is dead. They are the world's biggest third-party publisher besides Tencent. And that's just the way it's going to be. And you know what? They're going to keep making games and making money that way until they don't want to do it anymore, which you never know. They could wake up one day and be like, you know what? Why are we in this gaming bullshit? And then they could sell it off or put it on the shelf or do whatever they want. Yes, we talked about that, Weston, on this. I talked about that like 5-10 minutes ago. I'm curious, as a guy who owns retro gaming store, do you see retro? I see people diving more into retro because of these prices going up. Yes. Because listen, there's a lot of retro games that are rare and collectible and expensive. Retro gaming is not getting any cheaper. However, there are plenty of games that are cheap that people can go and they can take their time and buy these games and play them. And by the way, retro games, you already know what you're getting. You're getting a complete game. 99% of them are not broken. There are broken retro games, believe me, there are. But for a majority of games are not broken. People are going to get reviews online. People can play them on emulators and then decide if they want to buy the actual hardware and experience it. I'm telling you, like, the retro market is going to do a lot better because of this, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately because, the current market needs to do well. But yeah, I mean, we'll be fine with retro stuff. I think a lot of people are going to go back to that easily. El Nini, what's up, man? We got Kruger Man, we got Wesson, we got 800 Kid, we got Stevie Mac, we got Venge, we got RWK in here, we got Eli. Eli's in here as well. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to get a gaming crash. I know people keep throwing that fucking term around for like the last 15 years. There's never going to be another gaming crash. You're just going to see consolidation with the devs. And that's just the way it's going to be. Like, studios are just going to get smaller. And you know what? Let's be honest here. It might be a better thing. Because if you have a smaller studio, what are the classic games out there? Mortal Kombat. It was made by what? 8 guys? 6 guys? Doom was made by 3 or 4 guys. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Like, all these classic games are made by only a few people. Maybe we need that again. Because you're hiring what, like 1,000 fucking people to make Halo Infinite, and the fucking game is dog shit. You know what I mean? So maybe we'll get games that aren't fucking broken anymore. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Quake, yeah. I mean, those were games back in the day. Carmack and Romero, those guys were rock stars back in the day. Boone, Tobias, all these guys. GTA being $100 is worth. It might not even be 100. It might be 100. We don't know. Maybe it'll be 200. We have no fucking clue. Who cares? That game, let me tell you something. They delayed that game a whole fucking year, all right? That game better be good when it comes out, because if it's not, that's the end of Rockstar. And by the way, they did that with Red Dead. They delayed Red Dead until spring of what was it, 2017, and then they delayed it again till October 2017 or 2018. So they might delay it again. They have a history of doing that. Ed Boon is a legend, says El Nini. He sure is, man. The only thing with Ed Boon was he fucked up because this Warner Brothers thing is not good for Mortal Kombat. And I think he knows that, but what's he going to do? But as far as getting quality games made and all that, like, these guys know what they're doing. And they were small teams back in the day. Maybe we need that again. We need to get some rock stars going again. I don't know if that can happen because of the way things are now, but you need to make lower budgeted games, and you need to make games fun. Astrobot is a perfect example of what the industry needs. Mario, why do you think Mario Kart? People are going fucking crazy for Mario Kart. It's a shitty racing game, but it's fun. It's simple. You know what I mean? That's why Nintendo does well. They make fun, simple games. Sony's making fucking movie games that are $500 million. It's like nobody wants that shit. Spider-Man 2 was good, but it wasn't great. They spent over $300 fucking million on that game. They're crazy. It's fucking Spider-Man. What are you doing? The guy flies around the fucking city. Like, it's not that big of a deal. They made groundbreaking games. Yeah, they sure did back in the day. Those guys were great. I'm going to be playing some games from 1995 this year because of the 30th anniversary of some of these games. Mortal Kombat 3 just turned 30. I mean, that was a great game. Police Quest SWAT, September 30th, 1995. I'm going to be streaming that September 30th, 2025. I'm going to play that 30 years later. You had Power Rangers, the movie that came out for Sega Genesis. Great game. Turns 30. All these games are turning 30, and they're all great games. They're all classics. What type of game is Get Even? I don't fucking know. What the hell is this? No girlfriend since birth? Why do they allow this shit on the stores? For one man who's never been in a relationship, your choices determine his fate. And this is $10 fucking on sale. This is bullshit. Like this shit like this should not be on the store. This is where you see what I'm saying? Yeah, look at this. It's just pictures and video and shit. Yeah, this is what I want to pay $20 for, this guy. It's like, guys, what are we fucking doing here? This is why you just mentioned 800 kid about indie devs. This is why they need to be consolidated, these guys. Because they're putting complete shit on the stores. Look. I can't zoom in, can I? But don't worry, everybody. You can buy this game on the store here. It's for the 2 people in Japan that own an Xbox. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys in the chat think about all this? Like, tell me. We're here now, right? People on Xbox, I'll wait till it's on Game Pass. Yeah, I know. He has virgin written all over him. Well, it's the stigma, right? The Asian guys can't get laid. I'm just going to say it. What do I care? And they have to make fucking games about it. It's like, why? Why do I need to know this stuff? We're supposed to be playing video games, like fun games, not fucking stupid dating simulator fucking games. Wait till it's on Game Pads. Any good free games on here? Beyond the spring sale. Okay, so basically stuff people didn't buy, they left on sale. This is all like DLC expansions. I mean, what do you guys think in the chat? Tell me what you guys think and we'll talk about it. Like about this whole thing, this whole situation. Are you guys going to get rid of your Xbox? What are you doing? Are you buying PS5? I mean, what's up? You getting into PC? You getting into retro? What are you guys going to end up doing in chat? And by the way, Sony still hasn't raised their prices yet on the console. So if I were them, I would hold out the longest. I mean, they're probably going to do it next week. So I would say if you don't have a PlayStation 5 or a PS5 Pro, you might want to buy one this weekend just to make sure. because that's it. If you don't get one now, you'll probably never be able to get one unless you want to pay the money. You want to pay the crazy fucking money they're going to charge for that thing. Evil Dead's getting delisted soon on Xbox. Well, that's great because I have it, so. Which means the game's probably dead if it gets delisted. We haven't played that game. We got to play that at least one more time. Evil Dead was a fun game. But the problem was the devs kept breaking the fucking game. They kept making it too hard, too easy, too hard, too easy. It's like, what are we doing? They had a great game there. They fucked it up. Wesson says, I already have a PS5. I moved away from Xbox, but I still have a Series X. Well, you are in a good proposition now because GameStop is giving $412. What are they giving? GameStop is giving $412.50 for trade-in. So if you trade that in, you rented the machine for $80-something a year. $499 minus $412. Not $415, $412.50. You rented the console for $86.50 for 5 years. Jeff M, what's up, brother? How you doing? So, I mean, that's not bad. That's cheaper than Game Pass. You rented the machine for $86.50 for 5 years. You rented it for less than a year of Game Pass. That means you spent more money on Game Pass than you did for the console. Isn't that crazy? I would be playing Marvel vs. Capcom, but they broke the game. They pushed an update out that fucked up the frame rate in the game. So no Marvel vs. Capcom until they fix that shit. I'm just looking at the sales here. Maybe I'll jump into something in a minute, but Texas Chainsaw. I mean, yeah, that game probably won't be lasting too much longer. I would expect them to announce that like next year they're going to take it off. They'll finish out this year, I believe, and then they'll end it. Texas Chainsaw is a really good game. The problem is that they just don't have enough players. But they update the game every fucking week, so I mean that's good. It shows signs of life. But if they're not making any money on that, which they aren't, because they had the costumes for, they have like nothing, no DLC. The DLC they have for that game sucks. So it's like you're gonna keep that game going, and you're not making any money on it. I don't know. $86.50 is almost cheaper than Xbox Live Core. Wow. GameStop put the series. Yeah. We were just talking about that. Yeah, we talked about that on Xbox Goes to Hell. Frank talked about they pulled it because they had to recalculate how much they were going to start giving. But yeah, and they're giving more money for the Series X. I got the Series S. I got my Series S's for like $150. So, and I got them from Verizon when they came out. Verizon was getting rid of them for $150. So my buddy who worked there at the time, he called me. He goes, "You can get 2 Series S's for the price of one." I was like, "Order them." So he ordered them to my house. Fuck, man, Fred could trade it in. Fred could trade in his Series S and he can get his dad a PlayStation. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is awesome, man. Like, you got to get that game. Make sure you get the Ultimate Edition because it has more characters. Get Even. I own this game. Must have been on sale or some shit. This looks like something my wife might play. So yeah, if you want to get out of Xbox, I mean now's the time, I guess, because they're giving you get most of your money back. All right, 800. Take care, buddy. I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Marvelous Capcom 3 is $10 digitally on sale right now on Xbox. I see. Nice. Looks like RE7. I would not expect the quality of Resident Evil 7. What's with this metaphor game? This game is $25 on Woot on Xbox, and it's on sale on Amazon, I think, for $29. And it's fucking $48.99 digital. Like, what the fuck is that all about? It's twice the goddamn price. Trading in the Series X is tempting, but I do like backwards compatibility. Yeah, I know. That's the thing, man. It does backwards compatibility perfectly. And I love the controller. You see, I'm fucked because I can't really get rid of mine because I have them all over the house for every room. So it's like, and I did that on purpose. That's why, you guys thought I was crazy for buying all those pros, but now it doesn't seem too crazy that they're starting to raise the fucking consoles, right? So in my house, I have several rooms that we hang out in. So if I want to play a game, I could play the game. I have a digital library on both machines and Steam. I have computers all over the place. I just log in and play my shit. It's not a big deal. If I'm downstairs and want to play Xbox, I turn it on. Well, if I decide, hey, you know what? I'm in the guest room. I want to play fucking PlayStation. I can turn on a PlayStation. If I want to play Xbox in the guest room, I turn on the Xbox. The only thing, I don't have a PlayStation in the bedroom. I just have an Xbox in the bedroom, which actually worked out because when lockdown happened, my wife was pretty much locked in the room for a fucking week. So there was an Xbox in there, and she logged in her account, played games for a week during quarantine. So that helped her out. But yeah, I mean, that's why I have consoles in every room in the house. This way, if I'm in the room, sometimes we watch a movie inside, and then I'm like, all right, I'll play a game now, or she'll play a game. Not that big of a fucking deal. But that's why I was trading all this stuff in, because they were giving a lot of money for the consoles at the time, and it was worth it. It was worth the upgrade. And I wasn't paying anything because I was trading in all these fucking quadruple consoles I had in this house. Well, who's got the last laugh now? I got pros all over the fucking house except for the bedroom and the bathroom. And I got Xboxes all over the house except for the bathroom. Cam May, what's up, man? Yeah, I hear you, Weston. I remember when Sega announced like 2 years that they were bringing. Well, no, we heard a couple of months ago that they were releasing. What was it? One of the games, right? Shinobi. Shinobi's coming out this year. Coming out August. I think what, August 28th or something? If PlayStation doesn't announce system price hikes, I'm going to wait to see what happens. Stevie Mac, let's be honest, buddy. I think you should go get one now because if they raise that price, I think you're kind of fucked. What I would do, Stevie, order one from like Amazon. This way, in 30 days, if they don't raise the price, just send it back. But if they do raise the price in 30 days, then you're good. Or buy one from the store with whatever store has a longer return policy and just wait it out. But if I were you guys, I think this weekend you have to buy the machine because I think next week they're going to announce what they're doing. Let's face it. If Sony raises the price of the console now, the next state of play, they're going to show you games that you're going to want to buy. You know what I mean? So if you're going to want to buy the games and the consoles went up in price, you're going to have to buy the machine anyway. So I think you guys, today's Saturday. I think within the next 2 days, you got to go out and buy those machines. Unfortunately. Maybe that's what they want. Maybe they're going to wait a while before they raise the price, but I don't think so, man. I think by June time, these consoles are going to be set in stone. So, again, if you have a console like a PlayStation 5 regular or whatever, dude, I'm telling you guys, just trade it in for the Pro. Even if you don't think you need it, you need it. Because if they raise the price of the Pro to $900 or $1,000, no one's going to buy this shit. And then you're fucked. So if they're giving you like over $300 for the Slim or the Fat, just get rid of it. Update it to the fucking Pro and be done with it. You have the world's most powerful console as of now for another couple of years before the new ones come out, which Xbox is already done. They're saying they're going to do new hardware, but they're probably not going to fucking do it because no one's buying this shit. And then we're hearing it's going to be the PC with the branding on it. It's like no one cares. At that point, they're not even in it anymore. Or start saving to the PS6. If I were you, start saving about $1,500 for that, just in case. Glad I still have the Series S as well as my Series X. Well, Cam, you could trade in your Series S for like $240. So you could pretty much get all your money back for it. I got my Pro and I got my Nintendo Switch 2. Nice. PS5 Pro, world's strongest console. Says Weston, nobody's going to buy the next Xbox system after everything they pulled. No, I agree. I'm not doing it. Let me tell you something. I don't care what the fuck they make that thing look like. I'm not buying it. I'm done. What about your library? I guarantee you that machine's not going to play these games. I know they were working on an app, like a Windows app that looks like this dashboard here. But where is it? Where is it? You cannot stream all the Game Pass games on Fire Stick. It's only select games. Or no, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I think you can stream all the Game Pass games. However, your library, not all the games are streamable. I could be wrong about that though. Like for some reason, Resident Evil 4 Remake, you cannot stream on Xbox. You can stream it on PlayStation, but you can't stream it on Xbox. I don't know why. That's the one game I want to stream on the fucking TV, but I can't. Let's see here. Let's go to the Game Pass section. It'll tell us, right? So all these games have cloud. Except for Modern Warfare 2. It doesn't say that. Let's see. Diablo doesn't have cloud. Yeah, it doesn't have cloud. Okay. Yeah, so not every Game Pass game has cloud. This does not have cloud. College football. Yeah, Stevie. So you're not going to get every single game on there. Show everything. It seems like the EA games don't have cloud. Oh no, Battlefield 4 does. Battlefield 1 does. Okay, so certain games on the EA side seem to not have cloud. I know Black Ops 6 has cloud because I played it on cloud. And it actually played pretty good. Contrast, that was the first game they gave away for free on PS4 with Plus. I mean, a majority of these games do have cloud, but you know, there's some that just don't. So you have to. I think they have a website with a list you can check out just to make sure, or you could log into the website and just go through it like I'm doing here, or look up the games that you want to play and see if they have cloud feature enabled. Who would play Crime Scene Cleaner? Probably my wife. She's probably going to play that. Normally after 5 years, yes, Milkman. The consoles did go down in price. I don't. Why do people act like the fucking consoles that never went down in price? The Series X was $349 at Walmart 2 years ago at Christmas time. The PlayStation 5 was $376 this past Christmas. So they have dropped, but they haven't stayed that price. Everyone's acting like shit doesn't go on sale ever. Like it does. It has. Nintendo games never go on sale. They're on sale right now on Woot. Are you guys fucking blind? You could grab all the new Nintendo games. You could Donkey Kong Country HD or whatever. You got that game right now sealed for $41.99 on Woot. There's a bunch of Nintendo games on there for $40 and under. Brand new for the Switch. Look in your local ads, Target, and all that bullshit. Those games are always on sale. I don't know why people fucking say this shit. Nintendo never puts their games on sale. They put their games on sale all the fucking time. Well, I don't know what the hell people are talking about. It's like these fucking rhetorics, and I don't understand it. But it's like the same thing. Oh, the consoles never drop in price. They did drop a million fucking times, and nobody bought them. Now they're going up, and people are like, "Ugh." You snooze, you lose. That's the fucking name of the game. Oh, Peppa Pig, you can stream it, Stevie Mac. I think Peppa Pig is leaving Game Pass, though. Yeah, so a majority of these you could stream. Not every single one, though. Yeah, permanent price drop. But I mean, it's just not going to happen anymore. Dude, remember the PS2? They wouldn't drop the fucking price of that thing for years. Remember the PS2? They didn't want to drop it to $199. They kept it at $249 for like 3 fucking years. I think the 360 was out and they were still charging $249 for the fucking PS2. Or they had just dropped it to $199. The PFSi Slim Astro bundle was $403 at Walmart. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's digital, right? But you can still buy a disc drive for it. Like you can get one down the line if you don't need it right away. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like there are deals out there. The PlayStation 2 price at launch was $299. And I think it took them after the PS3 came out, like that year, for it to drop to $199. Sony would not drop the price of the PS2 for years. In 2003, when I worked at CompUSA, it was $249. They still wouldn't drop it to $199. They refused. Look at the PS3. It took them 3.5 years to drop the goddamn price. They weren't moving. Oh, Harold. Good, Harold is here. Is Skate as good as Tony Hawk? Yes and no. Skate's more of a simulator than Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk's like an arcade type game. As long as it gets streamed, the new big one day, yeah, you can, but you're gonna end up paying $30 a fucking month or $25 a month. So they're raising the price of Game Pass this month apparently. So if they raise Game Pass to $25 a month, that's $300 a year. Just so you know. And if they raise it $10, holy shit. But expect them to raise it another $5. At least. As long as I can stream the new day one releases, the Fire Stick like Tony Hawk will be good. Other stuff for any other games I can buy through it because I'm a pony boy like Mental. Oh, there you go. Almost 30 years of being a pony. Here's the thing, and people accuse me of being a pony. It's like, dude, you're fucking stupid if you think that, okay? I play everything everywhere, okay? I am on everything. However, I chose Xbox as my primary platform because I liked the brand. I liked the controller. I've always liked Xbox from day one. The Duke controller everyone fucking got annoyed at and got upset about? I was like, holy shit, that controller's awesome. I got to use that console. It was great. Then I got the S controller and all that. And the Xbox was just getting better and better back in the day. And I stuck with them on Xbox One. The 360, I think we can all agree, was like hands down peak Xbox. It was incredible. And we wish gaming was like that again because, man, when the 360 hit, it was like the industry is like blowing up. Like all these games that were coming out, not every single game, but like a majority of the games, I would say 85% of the games were fucking fantastic on the Xbox 360. Okay? Like that machine, that time period was fucking fantastic. We were like, this is the future of gaming. This is so great. And then Xbox One and PS4 hit, and we're like, what is this shit? Just concentrate on being a well, it's hard to concentrate on being a gamer when I spent all this money on these fucking games and this console's going away. That's the problem that I have. And how can I be a gamer when I bought the world's most powerful console and it's now the world's most powerful paperweight? Because a guy couldn't figure out how to sell a couple of fucking games to people. That's my fault? Dude, you fucked up. Next gen? Switch up your game plan next gen. Don't switch it up in the middle. They switched up the oh, you're done? Okay. They switched up the fucking game plan on the Series X like 8 times. That needs to not happen. Like, okay, you fucked up on something, guess what? Next gen, change it. You know, they should be sued. They really should be. Microsoft should be fucking sued. Because they said this was the world's most powerful console. They sold it on that premise. And less than 5 years later, they got beat. That's what I'm saying, man. They got to look into this shit. I hope that these departments, they all fucking look into this shit because this is bullshit. Imagine if Ferrari did that shit. They say, yeah, this is the world's most powerfulest car. And they sell a bunch of them, and then they turn around, and I don't know, Toyota makes the world's fastest car. And then Ferrari's like, oh, well, we're not going to compete. We're just going to leave it alone. And it's like, bro, you just lied to everybody. You just sold everyone the world's most powerful car until the new one came out. And then you're not going to fight and compete or do upgrades for people? Like, come on, man. It's bullshit. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm a gamer through and through, but at the end of the day, that's no excuse to get fucked by these companies. And if Sony was doing this, I'd be calling them out right now. I called out Sony for 9 years. I called out Nintendo for the Wii U. Remember that bullshit? You guys, a lot of you guys weren't around for those earlier shows that we used to do. Dude, I destroyed the Wii U, okay? Frank, I don't know how the hell he stayed on that long, but I cursed him out about the Wii U. Because he was trying to defend it. I was like, you can't defend this thing. And Frank thought I was joking around, but I wasn't. And then eventually, like when Mario Party, the day that we got Mario Party in the mail, we were all here because it was like my birthday party or whatever. We got it in the mail, we put it in, and it said we all needed Wii remotes. And that was the day that Frank realized the Wii U is a piece of shit. No, I know, Harold. I get it. I'm just saying, like, in my defense, though, like, that's why I'm complaining about this stuff. Like, I'm not bitching about this stuff just to be an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, I'm upset about this stuff. You know, I pay money for this. You know, it's not like I'm being sent this stuff for free. Hey, if they send me a free Xbox and Game Pass and shit for free and controllers and everything, great. I'd be like those other guys. I wouldn't be saying anything bad. Because I didn't pay for it. But that's the difference between, like, the real world and, like, all these guys on YouTube. It's like, I'm paying for this stuff. And I feel like I got fucked over. And yeah, that's my fault. It's a me problem because I bought into the bullshit. But yeah, I know you're not like coming after me. I get that. I'm just saying, like, For people listening, I'm just defending myself as far as where I'm coming from. You know, I know it's nothing personal, man. I know. Just gotta explain where I'm coming from because people will listen, man. They take this shit seriously. We've had people fucking flake out. When we were talking bad about Sony, it was all true. And then we had people fucking get mad. Like, oh, you're talking bad about PlayStation. How dare you? I love my PlayStation. I sleep with it every night. It's like, bro, you got mental problems. Go get help. It'd be awesome to see you and Pickle stream a way out. Okay, well, we got to finish the. She actually played that game with DJ. You know, we started It Takes Two like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And we never like finished that game, but we need to finish this one. Split Fiction. We got to finish that one first, since we're already in it, and then we could probably go back to It Takes Two, and maybe we could do A Way Out. Because A Way Out is so fucking old. Oh man. Oh, there's Frank. It took this guy forever to get in here. Frank, I was just telling everybody how I used to scream at you about the Wii U on the earlier shows. And then and the day you realized the Wii U was a piece of shit was when Mario Party 10 came out. Yeah, Stevie, for for the latest games like on the Xbox side, you could stream those. What about Resident Evil 4? Yeah, you still can't stream this damn game. Well, yeah, because I told him that you used to I used to curse you out about it and you would defend it. And you thought I was joking around at first. And I was like, nope. And then you realized that day that it was over. Hall of Fame game right here. I agree with this guy. The Switch fixed all the problems that the Wii U had. The Switch, it was friendly with third-party control. And Nintendo was like, you don't even need to buy a remote. Use whatever remote you want. Because the Wii U was locked to their fucking remotes. And their remotes were horrible. And the games didn't even support their own remotes. And it started with the Wii originally. Because I remember I bought Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii. I went to Target. I picked that game up with the Pro Controller because I was like, all right, we're going to play this like we used to on Super Nintendo. No. Donkey Kong Country HD Returns or whatever the hell. That game only supports the Wii remote. And it's like, how am I going to play Donkey Kong with this fucking thing? Same thing with Punch Out. They brought back Punch Out on the Wii, and you had to use the Wii remote sideways. It's like, why can't I just use the Pro remote? And they ruined that game. That game never came over to the Switch, which sucks because that was a pretty good game. But the controls ruined it. RWK, what's up? You got all the trees loaded? Nice. The Wii U paid. The Wii U pad was required. It was such a huge mess, and you had to make sure it was charged and everything. Yeah, and if you have a Wii console without the gamepad, you can't even set it up. You can't even use it. The Wii U is just a bad idea. And I don't know what they were thinking. The Switch fixed all those issues, and it looks like the Switch 2 is fixing all the issues of the Switch 1. So it shows Nintendo is improving as they go along. I don't agree with their $80 price tag for the games. But what are you going to do at this point? I'm not defending it and saying it's good. I'm just saying nobody saw that coming. Nice. All these are positive reviews, man. The game deserves this. Sea of Thieves, who gives a shit? Make some good games, Rare. Come on. The thumbnail is 10 out of 10. There you go. Did you see the Pee Wee Herman one? I made Phil Spencer with no shirt on in the movie theater with Pee Wee Herman. You know what happens in that movie theater? Detective the Motel. What's this? This is 936. Oh, this is one of these fucking shitty PC games. That's going to be Phil at the theater during the Xbox event. Oh, yeah. So, Frank, I heard Game Pass is going up again in like the next couple of weeks. And they want to use the showcase to like blow it over. Like, oh yeah, it went up, but here's all these great games. It's like, I don't know, man. And if Game Pass goes up another $5, that means it's $300 a year. And the PlayStation, Weston and Stevie, what was it? I think Weston told me in the chat. PlayStation for the whole year, PlayStation Plus Premium is only $170 a year. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Scribblenauts was good on the Wii U. Layton would have been good. Yeah, but they didn't make Layton because Nintendo couldn't figure it out. That was when they went on a little Layton vacation. Oh yeah, the Wii U's out. This goes great with Professor Layton. Let's put Professor Layton on the shelf. $25 is pushing it. I think 25 is bad. Imagine if they go 30. If they go 30, it's over. I mean, I think it's already over at 25, I'll be honest with you. We've had people in this chat room today say that they're not doing 25. I'm not. And by the way, Frank, CD keys, they don't sell Ultimate keys anymore. They're sold out. And they've been sold out for months. When we got it that time, that was it. $30, it's over. Well, yeah, I know. Well, I don't know, guys. What do you guys think in the chat? Tell me how you're feeling about all this. I don't need it. Games are better on the Pro anyway. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, what is the flex? You get to play a game on your subscription. That's great, but I want to play the best looking game as possible. And it was good when Xbox had the world's most powerful console and you knew you were playing the best version of the game on their system with Game Pass. That's not the case anymore. You have the developers from id or Bethesda telling you, yeah, this game runs better on the PS5 Pro than their own console. You know what I mean? It's not a good look, man. We're fucked even with Nintendo. Yeah, I know. Well, what are you going to do at this point? Microsoft is now expensive. Nintendo is actually going to look like the cheapest machine, right? They're like neck and neck with PlayStation. And I'm sure PlayStation will raise the price next week. That's what I'm saying, man. If you guys want to get a PlayStation, you got to get it like this weekend. Or order it from Amazon and don't open it. And if the price goes up in 30 days, you did a good thing. If the price doesn't go up in 30 days, send it back. But, I mean, you guys have options, and you don't have too much time left, honestly. Oh, yeah, Frank, I'm done. Xbox has burnt everybody out, and it's just like it's just beyond repair. I've never seen so much drama from a goddamn company in my life, and they create their own drama. You know what I mean? It's manufactured bullshit. It's like, why? Where did this come from? Like, they were doing so good with the One X. The One X got them back on track leading into the Series X. And then the first fucking red flag was Halo Infinite. We should have fucking known. We were like, they showed the gameplay. It looked like a piece of shit. And they were like, oh yeah, we're going to release this, right? Don't you guys like it? And everyone's like, no. So they said, we're going to wait another year. It's going to miss the launch of the machine. Once it missed the launch of the machine, we should have known, like, this is fucking done. They're going to fuck this whole gen up. And they did. That was the first red flag, buddy. We should have known right then. The HDR is broken on this game. I'm scared. It's actually becoming exhausting at this point. Yeah, I know. You think I want to come on here and do shows about this shit? Not really. You're wicked hot. What's up? You're right. That was their big chance. That's not your wicked hot. That's Frank. Jesus. You both got Kirby in your fucking thing. Piece of fucking shit, Halo, says RWK. You're right, says Frank. That was their big chance to release Halo at launch and they blew it. This gen is absolutely pathetic.
Having a rough day, stranger. Well, look at you, mate. I've got something.
I don't need it. I got a rocket launcher. Nutella came out and said, Phil, get us out of hardware fast. Yeah, I mean, that's what they're doing. They're pricing themselves out of the console market. And they're doing that on purpose. You know, everyone's like, oh, they're still going to make hardware. No, they're not. Worst case scenario, from what we're hearing, they're going to be licensing their name on, like, PCs and shit. But they're out of hardware. People are saying that they might even release Hobart. The Fire Stick? Not the Fire Stick, but the streaming stick. That might be the next console. Quote console. Can you imagine if they say, yeah, Hobart's the next thing? Keystone. Keith Lee. What a Keith Stone. They give you the stick with the fucking beer. Yeah, when he became the CEO, that was a goal. Well, yeah, he's the reason why fucking Office is subscription based. Which nobody wanted to do that. You bought Office and you were good until like another 2 or 3 years when they made a new one. And by the way, back in the day when they made new ones, you didn't have to run out and buy them right away. It was when they started doing that DocX shit that you couldn't fucking... You had to go out and buy the new Office. People are still shilling for Xbox Online, which is 2. I find unbelievable. Literally brainwashed. Ass face. You know, for the people that are like shilling and brainwashed, you know what I think? They have nothing better in their lives, and this is all they got. All they have is Xbox. That's probably what it is. The Xbox community used to be good, but lately they've just been toxic assholes. And I'm not saying the Sony guys are better, because those guys have been toxic from day one. The Xbox community was good. Now it's, you know, it's just getting fucking weird. A lot of these guys are fucking nuts. They're willfully ignorant. Yeah, well, that's what happens, I guess. There's really good people in the community. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all of these guys are fucked up, but there are some. It's like, what crack are you smoking? Must be some fucking Baja Blast or some shit that you're snorting or smoking or whatever.
You can stop right there, Leon. Would it make me use
This game on the Pro looks crazy, just so you know. I'm not playing on the Pro now, but
One hell of a greeting, Ada.
You don't seem surprised. Interesting.
telling you guys, if you get a PlayStation 5 Pro, this game looks incredible on there.
Try using that.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Close encounters.
The good stuff, the good stuff. Oh, man. I see what you're saying.
So who are you working for this time?
Oh, Leon. You know I don't work in town.
Can you use any...
Leave the girl.
Yes, you can use a PlayStation controller or the Xbox controller.
You walk away.
They even make Fire Sticks that come bundled with the Xbox controller if you don't have one.
Again.
You can use any Bluetooth controller for the Fire Stick.
Give up that easy.
Right. How about we continue this discussion another time?
Just make sure you get the Ethernet cable for the Fire Stick. It's like a little adapter that plugs into the Fire Stick. Get that. That's going to help you out big time. And hardwire that shit.
Last person I thought I'd run to here.
It looks weird. Yeah, the HDR on the Series X version, I don't know what happened. They must have updated it, but it broke the HDR on it.
Looks like a trick door.
You don't really need a good TV. It helps, but it has super sampling. The hardware can put out a better picture regardless of your monitor or your TV. But you do get benefits from having a newer TV. So, like, you're going to get the full benefit. But if you have a lower end TV, the hardware is still going to do the work. It's still going to give you the best picture it can. And it's going to be better than the previous hardware. So it's called super sampling. You're going to be getting that. No problem. But you're covered because if you ever get an expensive TV, you got the Pro. You're ready to go. It's kind of like the PlayStation 3. Remember when that came out? It only had AV cables in the box. The PlayStation 3 could do 1080p, but guess what? Everyone that bought a PS3 didn't have a fucking 1080p TV. So it was super sampled until you got a 1080p TV, right? It's the same shit here. Yo, Wicked Hot, what's up, man? He's in here now for real. I thought you were Frank for a minute before. They're talking shit about Xbox, man.
All right. Need to find Ashley.
I heard Gaming After Dark is going to be fucking big. I heard we're going to be talking about this a lot on Gaming After Dark this Tuesday, so
Oh, great.
everybody stay tuned. 47% said nope, I won't be interested in all. In what? I won't be interested in what? Remind me, because I don't remember what I just said. I'm starting from the beginning of the show. You gotta catch up, man.
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger. Next time, buy something, eh?
I'm good. on the Xbox console. Pure Xbox did a poll
Once was enough.
if people would get a Xbox since the price hike, and 47% said no. Oh, there you go. I don't think they want you to buy the Xbox. I think they purposely want to do this. And by the way, it's been confirmed what we've been saying for months, that they're not shipping these things to stores. Because I've heard other people say the same thing. Like they're only shipping 1 or 2 of them to each of the stores, which is true because we've been reporting that. And remember, everyone was like, "Oh no, it's Christmas time. It's not Christmas in May, you morons." %, who voted said it's a great value. Oh man. Listen, the Xbox was a great value at one point. It's not anymore, unfortunately.
Okay, I think I see how this works.
I can't get in. The Xbox we used to love is long gone. Yeah, I know. It's alright. What are you going to do? I really don't like the DualSense controller. I'll be honest with you guys. We should do a poll right here, right now. That's what I'll do. I gotta go to work soon. Let's do a poll right here, right now. Let's see. Let's see. There's the poll right there. If Xbox makes another console, quote unquote console, will you buy it? I see no at 100% already. Catch, lady. Unless it's crazy good or something. Yeah, I said that earlier. I was like, yeah, it had to be something really like fucking insane for me to go out and have to pick it up. But I think my library ends here with the Series X. I still have a sealed Series X downstairs with the disk drive. Never been opened.
Adios, you son of a bitch.
I'll check the results in a minute. Who's buying it?
Yes.
Oh man. Yeah, check out Gaming After Dark on Tuesday. I heard a rumor that Noof wants to talk about all this. So tune in. And I don't know, man. Maybe he'll rant on it. Maybe he won't. I don't know. But I'm hearing that he really wants to talk about this. So let's see.
Gate looks sturdy. Gotta break through it somehow.
You gotta shoot it with the cannon. Castaway Army says, I'm dead, LOL. Well. I'll check the results in 1 second. I just gotta climb up the ladder here. The corporate ladder. I bet Noof is pissed. I don't know if he is or not, but we will find out, I guess, on Tuesday. He's been silent.
Get ready. All right, open for traffic. Sorry, I've had my fill of you guys.
Oh god, I hate this
Ashley.
level.
Where are you?
She's in there. This Tuesday, Noof blows a gasket light. I don't know. Maybe he likes it. I don't know. I don't think he does, but let's see. He's been silent.
It might hurt you again. I'm so scared. When that happened,
7 votes.
myself anymore.
So one guy said he would buy it.
Must have been terrifying.
Who? Who is this one guy that's gonna buy it?
You too?
Excuse me.
Original. But you can't run.
He don't like that shit. I don't know.
You gotta keep moving forward.
I can't tell you one way or another because he's been silent.
Beat this.
I can assume he doesn't.
I don't know if I can.
You can. Just give me a heads up before you stab me next time, okay?
Leon. Thanks.
It's time to order your cat food. Newford's gonna turn heel and side with them.
Luis, where are you?
Sorry, I screwed up. Come to my rescue, Prince Charming.
I'll show you charming, pal.
Come on. I'm in the ballroom past the courtyard. Don't be late to the dance.
Can't believe that guy.
He's in trouble. We can't just leave him, right?
Jesus, excuse me. I got to play this again with John Cena since since it is his final year as wrestler. As a wrestler, can I speak today? I need to finish playing this game as John Cena because it is his last year as a wrestler. So I might as well play Resident Evil with John Cena. Any final comments or questions or anything before I go? Thanks for streaming. Yeah, anytime. I'll try to stream later. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to because I woke up really early this morning. I went to bed late and I woke up early, so I got like no sleep. I don't know how I'm gonna feel later, but I'll try to do this later. Um, Whatever, man. Just getting this off my chest because it's annoying. It is what it is. You guys are upset too about this shit too. So who the hell knows? I'll be at work all day. If something crazy happens, I'll go live or something, but I don't know. I'll be at work till late, then I gotta go get food, come home. I'm probably gonna pass out before I eat. I'm already tired. So we had 8 votes. 2 people said they would buy it. 2 crazy people. At this point, you could do Xbox Goes to Hell stream every night with the way they're going. Yeah, that's the whole thing. That was supposed to be a one-time thing. I guess every time they screw up, I mean, that's when the show comes out. I know I didn't go on a massive rant because I had mental on there and my wife, so I didn't want to like start screaming and yelling like a maniac, but mental brought up a lot of great points too. He's been disenfranchised with them too. And let me tell you something, mental, he was a huge Xbox guy. For him to even buy these Sony items and stuff for the unboxings and the portal, like he would never think of getting that stuff. But he was like, you know what, man, Microsoft screwed up big time. I'm going to see what the competitors like. And he's having fun. So that's what it's all about, guys. It's all about going out and having fun. That's why I don't understand the drama with Xbox. It's like, just release shit. Like, shut up. Stop leaking stuff and release games and get it done. Enough of the horse shit. God damn. These guys can't keep a secret to save their lives. If Sony doesn't price hike, we'll sell the fuck out of consoles this Christmas. They're going to price hike, and I think it's coming this week. So I would say if you don't have a PS5 or a PS5 Pro, go get it now. You don't have much time. I used to be a big Xbox guy. Yeah, I mean, we all are. Like, I always say, like, do a buyback program, but the reality is I can't get rid of the systems because I have my fucking library here. So it's like I'm stuck with them. That's what I'm really upset about because we're just stuck with these things. Whatever. It is what it is, man. It ends with the Series X. All right, I'm gonna run. I'll catch you guys later. Everyone take care. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you in a little bit. Peace.